Welcome to our series Beginner to Pro, focusing on wildlife kit. Now, we have 4 videos in this series focusing at £500, £1,500, £5,000 and £10,000 plus. This video is looking at the £1,500 conversation. Why have we got to this point? Your entry-level camera gear has hit a limitation and you want to invest in something that you can grow with and that can exceed your previous experience. Shooting with a modern mirrorless camera is an entirely different experience to shooting with a used, older DSLR system. With a camera like the A6700, you have a 26 megapixel sensor, which is slightly lower resolution than our recommendation in the 500 category. But with that, you get 8 frames per second mechanical shooting, 11 frames per second electronic shutter, which means you don't have to worry about keeping up with fast-moving subjects, 759 fade-detect autofocus points, and AI-powered subject detection, which can detect animals, birds, and insects by eye, which will be an entirely new experience if you've never used a camera like this before. Now, if you've come from a DSLR system camera, a massive difference that you're going to notice with a mirrorless camera like this is it's so much lighter than a DSLR. And if you've never used either, then it's going to be a lot more of a step up from your smartphone either way. But I think one of the things that you get with a camera like this is a great grip, nice handling, good solid body. You've got a viewfinder on the side here as well, so you still have a viewfinder. It's not optical like you would with a DSLR, but it means you get to see all of your subject tracking and focus points through that viewfinder in real time, which is a massive advantage over DSLR cameras. One of the major benefits of using a camera like the A6700 is you have 5-axis image stabilization within the camera body, but you also have optical stabilization in the lens. As a combination, it means you're going to be able to handhold a lot more shots in a lot more different scenarios, including shooting in low light. Now, when it comes to low light shooting, you have an ISO range of 100 to 32,000, which is a lot more than you would have got with a DSLR camera previously. But also at that range, modern mirrorless cameras handle noise a lot better than DSLR cameras ever could. So you've got the camera doing a lot more work for you at this price point, and you can kind of flirt with higher ISO ranges. You can flirt with lower shutter speeds because the camera bodies at this category can do a lot more of that grunt work for you. So it means you can focus on the subject and let the camera lean into what the camera's capabilities already are. The A6700 is an APS-C sensor camera with a 1.5 times crop factor. So with a camera like the 70 to 200, that top limit becomes a 300mm lens, which is again a massive benefit at this price point with pairing an APS-C sensor with a lens like this. Now, I've explained what kit like this is capable of, but let's actually see what it can do in the real world with Tom.
Right, so for my £1,500, I have selected this incredible setup that is a Nikon D4 and a Nikon 200-400 f4 VR2. Yes, I did get all of this camera for £1,500. That is incredible, considering I've got a super telephoto lens and a professional top-end DSLR. But let's get into the specs. So the D4 sensor is a 16.2 full frame sensor, wonderful quality, beautiful dynamic range. The speed of this camera, you're getting 11 frames per second. It's ultra fast for getting your wildlife, nailing that shot at that decisive moment. Really beautiful there. The autofocus is built around a 51-point cross detection AF down to -2 EV. So even in low light conditions, you're still going to get excellent tracking and quality of autofocus. That's very important when it comes to wildlife photography. And then the handling and build is just exceptional. This is a top-end pro Nikon. Full, magnesium build, weather sealed completely. It's tough as nails. You could bang nails in with this thing and it would be absolutely fine. The handling on the back is wonderful. You've got XQD and CF slots, dual slots, meaning you can back up those images. That's really, really nice. And then the battery performance on these pro cameras is wonderful. Look at the size of that battery. It's going to give you so much life for long shoots. They basically never run out. They really are superb. Wonderful ergonomics in terms of all the button layout. it just is a pro tool. Now the lens, this is a super telephoto 200 to 400 f4. The aperture, f4, beautiful for low light conditions. It's giving you nice out of focus backgrounds, especially at those kind of longer 400mm telephoto reach. It's going to be excellent for portraits and environmental images. You know, a wonderful piece of kit. The zoom range of 200 to 400 gives you enough reach to do anything from mammals to birds, and it's got a great close focus as well that for smaller subjects you can even get nearer to it. You know, a wonderful range there for wildlife photography, great to have. And then the handling, yes, it's quite a big lens. Probably, you know, one of the upgrades we've seen in modern lenses that's a bit different to this. Still a bit of a weighty piece of gear, but for all of the glass that's inside of it and the technology with the vibration reduction and the speed of the autofocus, it does, you know, require a bit of build to get that stuff in there. You've got a carbon fiber hood that is really nice, and just overall, it's a great lens to work with. You've got the big zoom ring, and then the lovely positioned manual focus as well. On the side, you'll see all the professional features, the VR on and off. You've also got a focus limiter that allows you to restrict the autofocus, meaning you get quicker autofocus, and if you're working with subjects that are further away and you don't want the camera to track close, you can also limit that there. You've even got memory recall on this. It's one of those features that you only get on top-end pro lenses, and to have that in the £1,500 budget is exceptional. This really is a great tool, and it's a lens that for many, many years, most professional wildlife photographers in the Nikon space were shooting this. As a safari lens, as an out and about, all kinds of different wildlife lens, it's incredible. Yes, it can be a little bit heavy to hold for long periods, so you might want to throw it on a monopod or a tripod, but in terms of the optical quality, the performance on a camera like the D4, this together, for £1,500, you really can't go wrong. Right, so let's take a look at the drawbacks of this setup. Now, first of all, it's pretty hefty and heavy, and I think if you've used modern cameras, gone and got hands-on with them at a trade show or something like that, you really do notice the kind of weight of these older generation professional telephotos. Yes, they are built to be extremely durable, incredible tools in the field, but you do feel it in your shoulders and your arms for a full day's shooting. In terms of the body, the drawbacks there are certainly the resolution. 16.2 megapixels is still a little bit lower than might be of modern standards, but actually for £1,500, I'm extremely impressed. Like, flagship performance with that speed of the autofocus, 11 frames per second to get those like decisive moments with your subjects. The autofocus speed on the lens itself paired with a professional body just really works a treat. And just getting back to a system like this and using it for a little bit of shooting today, it just drew me back into one of the loves of this kind of gear. And the fact that this is all under £1,500, it really does blow my mind.
If we're looking at alternatives to the A6700, I think the Canon R7 could be a really good shout. 32.5 megapixel sensor, great resolution, also shoots 15 frames per second mechanical shutter. So again, really, really fast, really be able to keep up with any wildlife subjects. And I think just generally, if you adapt it to EF glass, you still get access to a massive range of amazing used lenses there as well. Another good alternative, I think, to the A6700 would be the Fujifilm X-H2S, which stands for speed. It is a very fast camera, also shoots 15 frames per second and has a 26.1 megapixel resolution sensor. Both cameras super fast, very affordable. I think the Fujifilm X-H2S is kind of a forgotten camera for Fujifilm, but still can deliver amazing results. So definitely worth considering if you can find one used for a good price. To summarize, at the $1,500 price point conversation, you've got an amazing piece of kit here with the A6700 paired with used G Master glass. You've got modern autofocus, much better performance in terms of ISO sensitivity, and better in-body camera stabilization paired with optical stabilization in the lens. So I think this is an amazing piece of kit for the money. And I think generally in this price bracket, you've got access to more modern mirrorless cameras which will extend your experience of shooting wildlife in the field. Now, in the next video, we're going to be talking about the 5,000 price point. So I think you've got a lot more money to play with. You'll definitely want to see what we have to recommend there.